Okay, good evening, everyone. Good to have you on board. Another time with Fruto IO, the entire tutorial. And in today's tutorial, it happens to be our very first Telegram class on the course KHE205. And with me today, I have Miss Agnes, and we will be walking through the course together. Just like we know how things have been done in our Telegram classes, we are expected to elucidate further, expatiate, and just to pause further over what we have learned on our YouTube classes during the weekdays. So I believe Ms. Agnes here has a note, and she will be walking us through what she's been able to get down, all right, into the note, and what she has been able to gain across all those classes during the week. Okay, so Ms. Agnes, please, you have the floor, please.
Okay. We talk about the importance to. We talk about link between safety and life.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Please continue, ma'am.
So you say the very importance to know the link between safety and life is inextricable.
Inextricable. Did I say the meaning? What's the meaning of inextricable? Inextricable, ma'am.
I don't know it too.
Is impossible to separate. Inextricable. Please note that, ma'am. Impossible to separate.
Okay.
Have you written that?
Yes, sir.
Please continue.
Okay, and then we talk about the condition safety of being protected and the conditions of being free from harm.
Okay. Now, when you said the link between safety and life is impossible to separate, please, can you explain? What does it mean?
The link between safety and life is impossible to separate because you, like, I can make an example. Maybe someone is in a terrible situation and you want to save the person. So if you save that person from the trouble, definitely you have saved the person's life. And then maybe you see a car coming that you know that this thing can result to accident, and then you save yourself from it. So it's definitely you save your own life.
Okay. Sorry, take care, please. You have a point. And one thing we need to understand when it comes to life, safety is very, very important. Okay? When it comes to life, safety is priority. When it comes to living, safety is all round. Okay? Safety, the way you live your life, the way you compose yourself, the things you eat, the things you drink, decisions you take, everything must cumulatively, all right, point at safetyness first. So we can say that safety is what determines life. All right. By the time you remove safety from life, such a life will be cut short unexpectedly, because it is only lack of safety that will make someone, due to depression, all right, take some harmful content. It is only lack of safety thinking that will make someone, due to some hardship, go and commit some very terrible decision that might deny them of life. So safety, the link, the relationship between safety and life cannot be separated. Okay? As we are being told that safety is a value of life. Do you understand? Safety is a value. The value of life is held, all right, held in the palms of safety. Are we on the same page? Seems like you're having a cold. Please take care of yourself now. Please, you can continue.
Okay. And then we have safe and protection. Is you say something that safe and protections work together, like the way you explain it. Also, to be safe, we often seek to control hazard.
Yes, we often seek to control hazards. What is another word we can use for in place of hazard?
Hazard means harm.
Yes. Danger, harm. Yes, you're correct. So when we say to be safe, or when we say safety, we are often referring to the controlling of hazards in our environment. Okay?
Yes.
Please continue. And how do we control hazard in our environment? Do you have anything to say about that?
Controlling hazard in our environment is like, I don't know how to explain it, but like is
Now let's put it this way. How can you in your environment where you are staying, in that your room is your environment. Let's use your room, or let's use your house. In your house or in your room there, how can you control hazard?
Like I can control hazard in my room or in my environment, maybe by, if you use the gas, you lock it very well so that it will not be explode. And
Wonderful.
then
That's
the
cooking
water,
gas.
or
Wonderful.
you put on something on fire, you have to monitor it so that it will not get burned and to not be destroying something.
Yes, wonderful. And the likes of slippery ground. All right. The likes of slippery ground. When the ground is slippery and you know that, you are expected to dry it immediately. So somebody doesn't step on it and fall due to the ground is slippery. All right. Or naked cables. All right. Cables conducting circuits, electrical circuits. When you have naked cables in your room, all right, you are expected to call an electrician to use this, all right, to fix them immediately, because if someone is not careful, one can be electrocuted. Okay? And you give a very good example about the using of cooking gas. As soon as you are done, you ensure it's properly switched off. All right? Fixing of bad home appliances. All these things can help save danger. All right? And keeping of sharp objects away, all right, from the reach of children, or even out of safety zone. All right, you keep them where they're expected to be and where they are not going to cause harm, all right, or inflict injury on anyone. That's a very good way to control hazard in your environment. Okay, so now let's go straight to the meaning of safety. All right, so what do you have on the meaning of safety?
We also talk about, we all try to avoid accidents, but accidents occur on the road, in the school, in in our
No, I
environment.
said the meaning of safety. Do you have anything on the meaning of safety?
Safety is the absence of controlling yourself from being harmed, protecting yourself from being harmed.
Wonderful, wonderful. Awesome. Safety is a concept that relates to freedom from danger, threat, or risk, whether to life or property. That's a comprehensive definition.
Mhm.
Do you have that?
Yes.
Awesome. Please continue, ma'am. What are the importance of safety and safe living?
Mm. That is important of it, right?
Yes, ma'am. The importance of safety and safety living. Why do we
Yeah.
have to live? All right. Why do we place so much emphasis on safe living and safety? Why?
It reduce the chance of accidents. It will reduce accidents or injury happening in our environment or in our society.
Yes. It doesn't stop accident from happening because, like we said, okay, is it in this course or was it in KHE205 when we said accidents is a natural thing? We might not be
Yes.
able to stop it 100%. It happened, but what we can do when it comes to health education is to reduce the chances of accidents happening. But that accidents will not happen is not possible. In as much as we have humans will always make mistakes. All right, mistakes will lead to accidents. All right, but the chances that accidents will happen, we can reduce it to its barest minimum. All right. So one of the importance of safe living or safety is that it helps to reduce the likelihood, the chances that accidents will happen. It helps to reduce it. That's a very good point. What other point do you have there?
And it help and saves healthy living.
Say that again.
It help and it help and save health, healthy living.
That is not correct. I think I'm mixing it up. It helps to provide safe and healthy living. Please correct that.
Okay.
It helps to provide safe and healthy living.
Yeah. It help to provide safe and healthy living.
Awesome. What else do you have there?
And it shade and it help people from financial loss.
It does what?
It help people from financial losses.
No, that's not correct, man. You need to put things correctly.
Um, okay.
It helps to protect. It doesn't help people from financial losses. It helps to protect people from financial losses.
It help to protect.
It helps, all right, to protect people. Are we together? It
Yes,
helps to
from
protect people from financial losses.
for is it for or from?
From
Okay, from
FROM.
financial.
Yes.
Okay. Then
Okay, so let's go straight to what it means by safe living. What does it mean by safe living?
it helps to protect people from financial losses in the
Good,
sense
good.
that
Yes, let's move on to safe living.
okay. Safe living simply means getting used to environment and people around you, around your yes, around you.
I didn't get that.
Safety, safe living simply means getting used to environment.
No, there's something you are missing there.
Getting used to one environment, yes,
Want, wants.
environment,
That's None, then apostrophe X,
yes,
apostrophe
want,
S.
want
Wants
and
environment. Yes. Okay. Including the what?
people around you,
Including the physical
including
environment.
that environment, yes. So,
Good. So can you explain? Can you explain further? What does that really mean? Can you explain?
um, like as we live in a different area or in a different environment, it help you to it help you to make you to get used to the environment that you are, like the water that is in the environment, or how
Mm,
to treat with the people in the environment that you.
okay. Yes, I think you get the point now. There every environment has its own rules and regulation, and these rules and regulation might necessarily not be painted in black and white. What do I mean? There's some environments you get to. You don't you don't work late at night.
Yes,
There's some environments you get to. There are certain things you don't do. All right. There are some environments you get to. You realize that you realize that there's this the nature of this environment, that there's this kind of wind, or there's this kind of natural stuff that happen that does not really go well with you. So you need to know, wherever you find yourself, you need to know the the things that poses risk or danger to your own health and adapt accordingly. Now, let's say, for example, now you are in Nigeria here, our weather is not as cold as when you are in maybe Canada. All right. And for somebody coming from Nigeria going to Canada, when you get there, you need to understand the environment and adapt accordingly, that it will not affect your health and well-being. All right. I don't know if you get it.
yes,
Just like in Abuja, you are not expected to cross the road. It's not if you do that, you are working against the law, because our road in Abuja, we have about 8 lanes, unlike Lagos here that you can easily cross the road. All right. So you can go to some other places. It's a normal thing to cross the road. But in Abuja, it's a very wrong thing, because the roads are very wide and the cars are always moving fast. So there are always pedestrian bridge, all right, in most of all the junctions. So it's one thing that you need to understand, both the physical environment, right, and the people, how people relate with each other, their food, their water, like you said earlier. Like you get some places now, they can easily sleep outside, no mosquitoes. But you dare not try it in some places. You will never forget it. So this is all that it involves for you to live safely and adapt to any environment you find yourself. Then we're talking about safe living. Okay, what else you have there?
we have knowledge, practical, practice, skill, and attitude.
Okay,
So we talk about knowledge. Knowledge is the ability to acquire safety safety information
there
correct.
is something you have jumped. and you went straight to knowledge. How did you get to knowledge? How did you arrive there, ma?
I don't really know how to explain that one, no, because it was very long.
Okay, it's okay. Now we are talking about is under safe living. Okay. And we said you need to adapt and adjust. All right. To adapt and adjust, you must acquire knowledge. All right. That process of you trying to understand your environment, you are gaining knowledge, you are becoming knowledgeable about the environment. All right. And having gotten the knowledge, okay, that things like this happen in this environment, things like flood, things like poor sewage system, poor road, bad road, you've acquired knowledge about what the environment is like. And you've also acquired knowledge of how to prevent contact with all these dangers. So it does not end at just acquiring those knowledge. There's also need for you to practice. And that's where practice comes in. All right? Begin to practice. When it comes to don't work late at night, don't work late at night. When it comes to doing your sewages, do them properly. Don't do like others that don't take care of their sewages or their sewage. All right? So what else do you have there?
And we also have practice.
Okay,
We also have
can you explain what's some practice?
the practice make perfect. The more you practice it every time, you become perfect.
Can you
And
relate that to what we are talking about? What are you trying to practice? What are you trying to put into practice?
the more you are practiced to be safe, and
Yes. Awesome. The more you practice safety, all right,
yeah,
the more you implement safety practices, the better you get at it. Awesome. Awesome.
and we have skill. The skill help to evaluate potential damage.
Okay.
So we also have the attitude. Attitudes make
Okay.
you stand out. The more you
Attitude does what?
make you stand out.
Yes, definitely.
So the more you practice knowledge and practice, the more you acquire knowledge, practice, and the skill, it will completely request skill. For instance, mm,
I didn't get that.
I say the more you continue acquire knowledge and practice with skill, it will make you stand out for attitude.
Okay, you have a point. You have a point there. But one thing you need to understand is with everything we have been saying, if your attitude is poor or bad, it will scatter everything. It's your attitude that really determines whether you'll be safe or not. When we say attitude, we are simply talking about your way of life. All right? We are simply talking about your character. Okay? We are simply talking about how you behave. So if you have gotten all the skills, you have gotten all the knowledge, all right, and you do implement, but even at that, you have a bad attitude at implementation, all right, or you have a bad attitude at carrying out what you do to keep you safe, then it's as good as nothing. You end up still endangering yourself and getting into trouble. Are we together?
Yes.
So as you have it here, it says you need positive attitude. because your attitude, otherwise known as your disposition, go a long way to determine whether you can be saved or not. So we have that as that. So what else do you have there?
That is all for the volume 1. Except we move to volume 2.
And that is safety education, right?
Yes. No. Yes.
So we'll call it wrap here for tonight. And in our next class, we'll take it off from safety education. I think we are going to finish that class this week. We are going to finish that course this week by the grace of God. So we can move to some other courses. How many of your courses are left now, Miss Agnes?
Like this one, I'm making the second one that we are doing the Telegram class.
I didn't ask how many classes we have done on Telegram. I asked how many of your classes have we treated at all, man.
Like GST 203, KHE203, EDU 223.
Good.
So
That
that
means
is
we are making
yes.
progress. We have done GST 201 too, right?
Yes, sir. That is 5.
We are making progress. So by special grace of God, we'll finish this one this week and we'll keep making progress. Thank you very much. And do have a wonderful evening. You want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to ask that for the Telegram class, I don't know whether you have chance, then we can do it weekday, maybe before the normal lecture starts.
You want us to have normal lecture on YouTube and at the same time have Telegram class on the same day?
I don't know, but I'm just suggesting.
No, it can't work that way. What can work is that we can either step down classes for weekdays and take Telegram classes, which I wouldn't recommend. All right. You see, the reason why I'm making so much effort is that I want us to finish all your courses as early as possible so that we can have enough time to spare. For now, we're already doing Telegram classes on Saturdays.
Yes.
Because during the weekdays, we take the YouTube classes. So now that we have covered about 5 courses, if we can finish up all your courses as soon as possible, then we can have our Telegram classes back to back.
Okay.
Since we are done with YouTube classes. Do you understand the point?
Yes.
That's it basically. So thank you very much. And do have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.